Welcome to a Vanguard news video without the bullshit. Let's get started. This year's Daivangasai will let players buy what appears to be wine featuring Ibuki and Mamoru for those who wish to drown their sorrows. After spending so much money and time on Vanguard Zero, which ironically is what this product seems to be featuring, I give Bushiroad points for being self-aware, and bonus points for getting away with selling alcoholic beverages on what is intended to be an event for minors, but plagued by adults. Despite Ezel already being confirmed in the set, Bushiroad decides to reveal some new type of Keta Sanctuary cards as well as Thegrea's two big meaty supports in DBT 11. Knight of Brave Advanced Cadugan while on rear guard gets 5k power if you played a normal order card this turn. And when he's placed on rear guard, you can pay 1 counter blast to add up to 1 applying him from either your deck or drop zone. This explains the random Keta Sanctuary card reveal from last week, though it's still going to be very awkward in a nation purely focus on calling unit cards from their deck mostly at random. Uplifting him is a normal order card with a cost of 1 soul blast to play, to give 2 of your rear guards 5k power. Then you can discard a card at the end of the turn you played this order card, to add a copy of itself from your drop zone. Wait a minute, a non-unit card that gives out 5k power and unit cards that get 5k power if you fulfill a condition and is technically permanent. Holy shit, this is just the dragon tree marker mechanic with extra steps. What the actual hell? Forefront Knight Teeth Fallout when placed on rear guard, that isn't by a card's ability lets you pay 1 soul blast if you played a normal order card this turn, to either call up to 1 card with a grade equal or lower than your Vanguard, or add up to 1 normal order card from the top 5 cards of your deck. And while on rear guard, she gets 10k power when she attacks a grade 3 or higher unit, and you have 4 or more units on the field. Besides obviously being a support for uplifting him, I get a feeling that this card is going to be another nation clone support, albeit with different requirements. Time to brainstorm a unique name for this card type. Retrospective Dragon when placed on rear guard lets you pay 1 soul blast and a discard if you have a Thegrea Vanguard to add up to 1 grade 2 or 3 set order card from your deck. And while on rear guard, you can retire another rear guard at the end of the battle it attacked to give 1 of your glitter units 5k power. Bushiroad has finally solved one of my main issues with Oath of Vengeance Thegrea. Maybe now it can finally drop in price, seeing as this card ensures that you only need to run 1 to 2 copies. Epee do justice. Thegrea when rode on top of a grade 3 Thegrea during the ride phase lets you regard this unit as having the same name as the card it rode upon. Then put up to 1 Thegrea card from your deck into your soul. And once per turn while on Vanguard, you can discard a card to ride up to 1 grade 3 Thegrea unit card from your soul with a different name than this card. Then bind this card and activate persona ride effects, but you cannot ride anymore for this turn. The power increase from a previous persona ride will stack with this card's persona ride effect. This card does 2 big things. She can set up any persona ride you need at the moment easier than she can put on her bra, and turned Oath of Vengeance into Milk of Vengeance, since she can grow as big as 43k power, while also feeding Maple and friends, so they too can also be big and strong. We barely even scratched DBT 11 and here's Bushiroad revealing DBT 12 to have Zakusa and Orphist masks on the cover. Even after 3000 years, Link Joker is always going to be evil. Zakusa stands and Dear Days brats can finally get Graham Grace Favrenil and Orphist sleeves and storage boxes if they ever decide to move out of their mother's basement in order to play the physical card game. Finally, here are some nation themed sleeve storage boxes and playmats. Keta Sanctuary mains get the shaft as Bushiroad for whatever reason gave them an awful shade of orange instead of the usual bright yellow United Sanctuary got since the beginning. Even Stoicheria's darker green looks way better, and they're the obligatory plants. And that concludes this Vanguard news video. Be sure to subscribe and let me know in the comments how you need to buy new sleeves for your Thegrea deck, because her old ones don't fit anymore.